Hey everyone, and welcome back to the podcast where we help you improve your English. I'm Daniel, your host, and joining me today is my amazing co-host, Olivia.
Hi, Daniel. Hello to all our listeners. We're so glad you're here. If you've ever struggled with thinking in English, you're going to love this episode.
That's right. Have you ever caught yourself mentally translating every single word before speaking? It really slows you down, doesn't it?
Absolutely. A lot of English learners deal with that. They think in their native language first and try to turn that into English, but by the time they're ready to speak, the moment is already gone.
But don't worry. Today, we're going to show you how to train your brain to think directly in English, just like native speakers do.
And trust us, once you make that shift, everything becomes easier. Speaking, listening, even writing.
So, if you've been wondering how to stop translating and start thinking naturally in English, stick around. We've got some powerful techniques to share.
Let's dive in.
So, Olivia, let's begin with a big question. Why is it so essential for learners to start thinking in English?
Great question, Daniel. The truth is, if you always rely on your native language first, you'll never reach true fluency.
Exactly. It slows you down. Your brain has to do two jobs: form the sentence in your language and then translate it to English.
And often the translation doesn't even work. People end up saying things that sound odd or unnatural in English.
That's why learning to think in English is a game changer. It helps you build sentences like a native speaker, no translation needed.
And it boosts your confidence too. Words come to you faster when you're not trying to convert them in your head.
No more long pauses while your brain plays catch up. You start sounding more fluent and natural.
Another big benefit, better listening skills. When you think in English, your brain processes conversations more quickly.
Definitely. And not just when you're talking, watching movies or listening to songs becomes much easier because you recognize words instantly.
And let's not forget pronunciation. When you think in English, you hear the correct sounds in your mind. That improves the way you speak.
So, to sum it up, thinking in English helps you speak faster, boosts your confidence, sharpens your listening, and improves your pronunciation.
Now, you might be thinking, okay, I get it, it's important. But how do I actually train my brain to do this?
Don't worry, we'll walk you through it step by step. But first, let's talk about some common mistakes that hold learners back.
Yes, many people make these mistakes without even realizing it, and they slow down your progress a lot.
Mistake number one, the biggest one, is relying too much on translation.
So true. If you always translate before speaking, your brain never gets used to thinking directly in English.
It's like learning to ride a bike but never taking off the training wheels. You've got to trust your brain to build sentences on its own.
Another mistake? Overthinking grammar. Grammar is important, yes, but native speakers don't think about grammar rules while talking. They just talk.
Many learners try to build the perfect sentence in their head before they speak, and it takes forever. And believe it or not, even native speakers make grammar mistakes sometimes.
That's right. Mistake number 3, being afraid to make errors. Some learners are so worried about saying something wrong, they avoid speaking altogether.
But making mistakes is how you grow. The more you practice, the better you get.
Exactly. Don't chase perfection, chase progress.
And finally, mistake number 4, not exposing yourself to enough English.
If most of your day is in your native language, your brain will naturally keep thinking in it.
That's why immersion is key. Listen to music, watch videos, and read as much as you can in English.
Let's quickly review the most common mistakes. Depending too much on translation, obsessing over grammar, fear of making mistakes, not surrounding yourself with English.
If you're doing any of these, don't worry. The good news is, we're about to show you how to fix them.
That's right. Let's go over some practical strategies you can start using right now to train your brain.
Step 1, label the things around you in English.
I love this one. It's super easy to start. Just look around and name what you see. Bed, window, lamp, phone. That connects your daily life directly with English.
Then take it further by describing actions. Instead of just thinking cup, say, I'm drinking coffee from my cup. Step 2, talk to yourself in English. When you're cooking, getting dressed, or walking somewhere, narrate what you're doing. I'm putting on my shoes. It's sunny outside.
It might feel silly at first, but it's one of the best ways to become more fluent. And the best part, no pressure. It's just you practicing with yourself.
Step 3. Use an English dictionary. For example, instead of translating excited, find its definition in English. Feeling very happy and eager.
This changes everything. Stop translating into your native language. Look up meanings in English. That way your brain learns the meaning directly, not through translation.
Step 4. Keep your thoughts simple. Start with basic ideas like, I need to buy vegetables.
Yes. Don't try to form complicated sentences right away. With time, your sentences will naturally grow longer and more complex.
Step 5. Create an inner voice in English. For example, what should I do now? Maybe I'll eat something.
Instead of thinking in your language, try thinking in English. Have a conversation with yourself in your head. You can even ask yourself things like, how am I feeling today? The more you hear the language, the more natural it becomes. Watch shows, listen to podcasts, read articles or books.
Step 6. Surround yourself with English. Let's review the 6 steps. 1. Name things around you in English. 2. Talk to yourself in English. 3. Use an English dictionary. 4. Think in simple sentences. 5. Develop an English inner voice. 6. Immerse yourself in English every day. Now let's take it up a notch. How can we turn thinking in English into a daily habit? First tip, start and end your day with English thoughts.
Because knowing the method isn't enough, you have to actually practice it regularly. When you wake up, plan your day in English. It's Tuesday. I've got a meeting this afternoon.
At night, reflect in English. What did I do today? Did I enjoy it?
Second, create a no translation rule for at least 30 minutes a day. It might feel tricky at first, but it gets easier with practice.
Challenge yourself to only think in English during that time. Third tip, speak out loud to yourself for a few minutes each day.
Say things like, I'm making tea, it smells amazing, I'll read while I drink it.
Fourth, use English during simple activities like cooking or walking.
Instead of letting your mind wander, think, the air feels nice, I hear birds singing.
Fifth, keep a daily journal in English.
Write about your day, your feelings, or your goals. Don't worry about grammar, just get your ideas out. And now let's talk about staying motivated, because challenges will come.
First challenge, your brain will naturally want to think in your language. And using an English dictionary really helps keep your brain in English mode.
Second challenge, getting stuck when you don't know a word.
Instead of giving up, explain it in simple English. If you forget refrigerator, say cold box where I keep food.
Third challenge, feeling like you're not making progress.
It's normal. Sometimes progress is slow and not immediately visible. You'll see improvement in a few weeks. Just stay patient.
Best solution, track it, write in a journal, record your voice, or talk in front of a mirror. Remember, thinking in English is a skill, and like any skill, it takes time.
Don't be afraid of making mistakes. Just keep practicing.
And soon enough, thinking in English will become second nature.
Wow, Olivia, we covered so many useful strategies today. Thinking in English is a journey, but with the right mindset and daily practice, anyone can do it.
That's right. Start small, stay consistent, and trust the process. And remember, it's not about thinking fast, it's about thinking directly in English.
You don't need to be perfect. You just need to keep going. Every little effort adds up. We believe in you. Keep practicing, and soon English will feel like second nature.
If you enjoyed this episode, don't forget to follow the podcast and leave us a review. It really helps us reach more learners like you. Thanks so much for listening today.
And if you want even more tips and practice, subscribe to Easy English Practice. Keep thinking in English, keep growing, and we'll see you next time.